Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Eva Eagle here, and if you are new, make sure you hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads that I put on my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for hanging around. Now, as you can tell by the title of the video, I will be doing kind of like an info slash tutorial for those of you who are over the age of 40. I have not hit 40 yet, but your girl is pretty damn close, okay? And I'm not talking about, oh my God, I'm 31, I'm 32, oh my God, I'm so close to 40. No, I'm talking like, I'm looking at 40 like, that's me at 40 right now, okay? So, I know I don't look 40, but you know, black don't crack unless you do crack, all right? Some of y'all watching, I'm probably old enough to be y'all mama, okay? So, I want to show you guys exactly what it is that I do and maybe give a little bit of insight or info as to what you guys can do to keep your skin looking really nice. I've always had the dark circles under my eyes since I was probably knee-high to a grasshopper, so is this gonna go away? Maybe one day. First things first, let's talk about cleansing the skin. I have eczema. If you haven't been following me since the beginning, I have eczema, so my skin tends to be hella dry. These are scars and marks and stuff like that from my eczema growing up, okay? Because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm lying or whatever, but yeah, it used to be like hella bad. Like my skin is super dry, like Sahara Desert dry. So I have to be careful about what I put on my skin and how I handle my skin, like physically handle my skin. So as far as cleansing, I don't, you know, some people use those buffer pads or whatever. Like I can't use that because it's too abrasive on my skin. So I use this little silicone, it has these little soft rubber teeth on it, and this is what it's from Sephora, you guys. So this is actually what I use to get whatever dry skin or whatever off of my face. So this is what I use to cleanse or to actually wash my face. I don't use a towel or buffer thing, whatever, okay? And then I use the Clinique liquid facial soap. I use the mild. Now, after I cleanse my skin is dry. If you are 40 or over, you may notice that your skin is starting to become a little bit more prone to dryness. So you may find yourself having to moisturize a little bit more. I've always had dry skin, so I always have to moisturize a little bit more than others. So the reason for your skin becoming a little bit more dry as you age is because oil production slows down. So seeing as how I already have dry skin and your girl staring 40 in the face, yeah, so I do a little bit extra. Okay, I do a little bit of extra, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I do, okay? For some reason, everywhere I go, people are like, oh my God, you have awesome skin, and I'm like, okay. So after I wash my face, okay, I use the Banana Bright Eye Cream from Ole Henriksen, okay? This is what I use under my eyes. And this is to combat the dark circles under my eyes from getting even darker. After I put that under my eyes, and I also put it on my lids as well, okay? So after I put that on my eyes, then I use the collagen boosted with True C Complex. It's the Truth Serum from the same brand. So that's what I use. And then I put that all over my face. I'm gonna tell y'all now, that is not enough. I put another oil on my face, which is the Vitamin E Skin Oil. It's actually an all over body oil. After I let the Truth Serum sit on my face for a little bit, I use the Jason's Vitamin E Skin Oil, okay? So I'm almost out another bottle, so I'm good. And then I let that sit on my face for a little bit as well. Y'all gonna laugh at me about this, but before I go to bed, okay, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, why do you do that? Look, I have dry skin. What are you doing? Here. Did you poo? Did you dookie? You dookie. He dookies. He the dookie. Okay, take number 4. That's where all I want to do is my video. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You didn't clear it off the whole little section. All right. Thank you. Ain't nothing else over there that you could give to me. I got it. Thank you. So before I go to bed, don't laugh at me, y'all, okay? But nothing beats moisturizing your skin like good old petroleum jelly, okay? And that's what I let soak into my skin overnight so that I don't get like the dry patches under my eyes or on my lids. And sometimes I get one like on the side of my face. So yeah, I try not to let a day go by without me putting some type of moisturizer on my skin at night. Okay, so let's just say I wake up the next morning or whatever and my skin still doesn't feel as moisturized as I need it to. And it happens sometimes because, like I said, I have eczema. My skin tends to be extremely dry. So sometimes your girl gotta, you know, she gotta be a little extra, okay? She gotta be a little extra. That's how you say it, a little extra, all right? So what I like to do, especially before my workouts, I will use the Clinique hydrating jelly. Okay, I will put some of this on my face. Right now my skin feels okay. It doesn't hurt to put a little bit on there because I'm about to do my makeup, but so I will put a little bit of this on my face. And I did just wash my face not too long ago, so and when I say not too long ago, I mean like maybe an hour or so ago. So depending on the condition of your skin, you may want to use a mask. I use a mask once a week. I just recently started using a mask once a week because, again, I have dry skin. So it doesn't have to be anything expensive or hella crazy, you know, overpriced or whatever. But I like the ones from Sephora. And I have one with aloe vera. Okay. And then I think this is lychee. This is ultra moisturizing and brightening, and then this one is quenching and replenishing. So I have these two masks here that I like to use. I stock up on them all the time, and I use one once a week, just to kind of, you know, outside of the workouts and, you know, sweating and things like that, you gotta replenish your skin sometimes with a little bit of extra help. So that's where the masks come in, okay? Outside of the masks, just drink your water, okay? Drink your water. I am an avid water drinker. If you know me personally, you know that I keep nothing else in my house except water. You may find that as you're getting older, you need to up the ante on your water intake, you know, so stop drinking them Cokes, okay? Because Cokes have acid. And let me tell you something, if a Coca-Cola can be used to get rid of corrosion on a car battery, what do you think that's doing in your body? Just saying. I'm quite sure y'all have heard it before, but it's whatever. Okay, so increase your water intake, use a mask if you need to. I use the lavender and chamomile petroleum jelly on my face at night. I even use it on my feet. I take a pumice stone while I'm in the shower. I scrub my feet. I put the Vaseline or whatever on my feet, and then I put socks on, and when I get up in the morning, like, I'm good, okay? Those are just some things that you guys may want to take into consideration when it comes to your skin and aging and things like that. So another thing is unruly hair, okay? Facial hair, like around here, like your girl I'm about to get this off right now, because I will not, okay, I will not be having this on my face while I'm trying to do my makeup. So what I like to do is use one of the little eyebrow or little shavers, little razors, and I personally like to use coconut oil, and I get mine from Whole Foods. I mean, wherever you get your coconut oil from, that's perfectly fine, but I like to use coconut oil on my skin when I'm trying to shave my face. Okay, so my thing is, I do not like to go in the opposite direction, because I feel like that irritates my skin even more. So it's a no-go when it's time to get rid of that. Okay, I wish I could get it lasered off, but I just don't have the money to go, you know, get expensive treatments or whatever to get the stuff lasered off. So, you know, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do in the comfort of your own home, okay? So now that that is pretty much out of the way, we could go ahead and get on to the makeup. So here's the thing. So as far as makeup goes, something very simple, something very easy, nothing too cakey. You know, we're not going for snatched, you get what I'm saying? But something to make you look very nice, and people are like, oh my god, you look really, really nice. That's pretty much the idea that you're going for, okay? So let's go ahead and get started on the makeup, okay? I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna see. We're gonna go ahead and throw on some brows. So the thing is with brows, I mean, if you're over 40, or if you're 40 and over, or you're approaching 40, chances are you don't want everything to be super defined. Like, some of the different looks that I have put up on my channel have been super defined, with everything very bold. You know, the colors are just out there, the brows are just out there, and sometimes, you know, as you get older, you want things to be a little bit more subtle. So or if you're over 40 and you're just now getting into makeup, there's a chance that you may not have things like the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow. You get what I'm saying? You might have a pencil like this. So this is just a little sharpened like eyeliner, eyebrow pencil. Y'all know it's universal, okay? This is what, a medium brown. So all I did was I took my little brush and I brushed my eyebrows up. Now typically this would be the tool that I would use to do my brows, but today, and I have not done it in so long, I'm going to use a pencil, okay? So we're gonna see how this gonna work out. All right, I haven't used a pencil in so long, and you know, your brows, to me, as you get older, you know, you don't necessarily define them as much. You just kind of, you know, you do want to be able to fill them in and, you know, pretty much go on about your business. All right. So this is me filling in my brows with an actual pencil. Holy smokes. I am quite sure that you guys have probably never seen me do this on my channel. So oh my god, this is gonna be a pretty decent length video. So okay, so there is one brow already done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock the other brow out and we'll be right back. Eyebrows are on. Now you might be thinking, well, Laura, you didn't put the eyebrows on, how you gonna clean it up? Well, you can take out your foundation or concealer or whatever it is that you have. Okay, I have my concealer here, but if all you have is foundation, that's perfectly fine. And you don't even need a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, like so. Okay, all right, so let's just say you don't have a brush. You don't have a brush to clean up under your brows or whatever. You can use one out of the two things. Either you can use the little dual tip applicator, okay, or you can use a Q-tip. Either one. It's better for you to have a brush, but whatever. But what you're gonna do is, if you're gonna use a Q-tip, you twirl the Q-tip, or you twirl the Q-tip in your fingers in the direction that it was spun in. So once you start doing that, you will notice that you will end up with a tip. And you will make the threads or the cotton tighter onto the Q-tip. Okay, this is how it comes. After you twirl it, this is how it ends up. So you have two different things that you can use here to clean up under your brows. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to dip it into my concealer. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. And we're going to clean up under the brow. Y'all can't tell me that's not creative. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. Using a damn Q-tip. All right, so the next thing is the eyeshadow. So when it comes to eyeshadow, again, you can use your foundation or your concealer as a base. You don't necessarily have to have all this fancy schmancy stuff that some of these YouTubers, including myself, that some of these big YouTubers, I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm a small YouTuber, but some of these big YouTubers do, you know, that be taking them forever and a day. You know, so I'm just using my concealer. You can use your foundation or whatever, and you can either use your finger or you can use your sponge. I have my beauty blender here to just, if you don't have a brush or whatever that you know that you need to use or that you want to use, you could just use your sponge to spread it out. Okay, or you can use your finger. Either one. I'm just using my sponge just to kind of make it quick. Okay, like that. Okay, just to make it quick. Cool. Now let's go on to the eyeshadow. Let's just say you're ready for eyeshadow and you're like, you know what, I don't really have all these palettes and, you know, the shimmer this and the dual chrome that and all this other stuff, right? You know what? All I have is a blush palette. That's all I got. So say no more, I got you covered. So let's just say you don't have a large variety of brushes. So this is a little $6 blush palette from e.l.f. Okay, got 4 little colors up in there. Okay, 4 little shades, that's it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the lightest shade, okay? And this stuff is pigmented beyond belief. And we're going to apply this all over our lid. We're gonna put this all over the lid, okay? All up in the crease, baby. We're using this as a transition shade as well, okay? So you dust your lightest shade all over the lid, into the crease, okay? So here you go. You got your lightest shade. You dusted that all over, okay? Well, you're like, well, you know what? I really don't want to do just one color all over my lid. I want to add a little something, blah, 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 whatever. Okay? Well, then all you have to do is go into your darkest shade. Your darkest shade, all right? And same brush. And you're just going to put that into the crease. Okay? Because you want to add a little bit of depth to your look. Okay, and I'm gonna put that right on the outside corner of the lid as well. Okay, so now that the shadow is on there, and it doesn't look like much, but trust me, okay, you want something that's gonna be very simple. So whatever eyeliner you have, if you don't have any eyeliner, which of course you have, you know, something for the browns, which means you have eyeliner. But as far as your mascara, you can pop on your mascara. I'm gonna try to do this without lashes. Okay. I am kind of dramatic. I like to put lashes on with every look. Okay. I have lashes. Okay. As you can see, I have lashes. It's just that my lashes are brown and blonde, so you can't really see them until I put mascara on. You guys can see the difference. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put the other eye, I'm gonna put the mascara on the other lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on some primer. I know typically people don't really have primer, you know, if they're not really like that big into makeup or whatever. Now it's time for foundation. So whatever foundation you use, I have my Fenty, what's this? My Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation in 410, and I still have the same sponge that I used on my eyes. Remember that? Okay. And here we go. I'm just going to use. I didn't put no color corrector on. Shame on me. I didn't put no color corrector on, but you know what? Most people don't have color correctors, so we're going all in here, okay? We're going all in. So, same concealer that I use for the lids. I'm putting that on under the eyes, and I'm going in with the exact same sponge that I use to spread the concealer. Okay. The exact same sponge that I use to spread the concealer on my lid, I'm using that to blend the concealer on the rest of my face. We're talking limited tools here, okay? If you don't have a beauty blender, just use a sponge. I mean, a beauty blender, just use whatever makeup sponge or makeup brushes you have. It may take you a little bit longer to do it, but you can still do it with the exact same thing. So my child woke up from his nap, so we're gonna have to wing this, okay? So we're gonna take the same sponge and we're gonna go into our setting powder, same sponge that we use to apply or to distribute the foundation or concealer on our lids as our base. For the eyeshadow, we're doing the same thing, using the same sponge for the under eye for our setting powder. And I'm quite sure most people have the setting powder, so you can get like a little bronzer or something like that. I'm quite sure that a lot of people have bronzers, so I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer because I don't have a drugstore brand bronzer like I did with the e.l.f. blush. All right, so I have Fenty Cocoa Naughty, which I'm not going to use, and then I have Caramel Cutie. Caramel Cutie is more up my alley for warming the face. But if you have a bronzer, what you can do is use the bronzer to kind of contour or snatch the cheeks a little bit. So I'm gonna actually use this blush contouring brush and dip it into the bronzer and just do that up under the cheeks. Whoa. Okay. All right, you see that? Just to get it snatched. So now that you have that, you can go ahead and do your blush. Again, the exact same palette, the little $6 palette. So I know a lot of people already have blush brushes. Okay, whew. That's a lot. Okay. When I tell you, you need ever so slightly. Make sure you carry that blush upward. You are going to take your eyeliner, your whatever eyeliner or brow pencil that it was that you used. All right, and you're gonna use that to line your lower lash line. Go ahead and put your mascara on your bottom lashes. So now all you have to do is pop on your lipstick or lip gloss or whatever it is that you choose to do. But this is Champagne. This is number 235 by CoverGirl. As far as highlighter goes, you can use an eyeshadow or you can get an actual highlighter from the drugstore. Let me tell you how much I love these drugstore highlighters, okay? Maybelline has these highlighters, these Master Chrome highlighters that I absolutely adore, okay? You can get them from your local drugstore. So this is how many I have. This is how much I love these things, okay? I think that for the sake of this look, I'm gonna use Molten Rose Gold. And I'm just gonna dab my finger in it. And I'm gonna go down the center of my nose. Just a little bit right there. Dab a little bit on the tip of my nose using my finger, okay? You could even do this on your eyeshadow look if you like. All right, so that is pretty much it for the look. As you guys can see, it's kind of like you use what you have, even if it's your fingers, okay? Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you guys think. If you try any of these things out, please let me know. The Q-tip thing, I'm telling you, man, that's a good hack. The Q-tip deal is a good hack. Just twirl it around in your fingers. Son, cha-cha. Just twirl it around in your fingers and you are good, okay? So I will see you guys in the next video.